This is Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals, sponsored by the U.S. Army.
We are at Veterans Memorial Stadium, and it's time for the Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals Game of the Week, sponsored by the U.S. Army. It's the Clovis High Cougars against the Clovis North Broncos. Your pregame show is delivered by HR Mobile. Call HR Mobile Services for all your human resource needs. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ralph Wood, along with Vince Wesson. Thank you for joining us. Let's talk a little bit about this season winding down and I guess the pressure turning up.
Yeah, well, 2 games left, and let's face it, Kyle Biggs and Central, they've ran away with the league. These next 2 games, these 2 teams are going to be playing for high seeds come playoff time. Not only that, they want to build momentum as they go into the rivalry game next week.
Well, let's talk about some of the guys who might help them do that, your players to watch.
Okay, let's start with Clovis High. How's this? Something old, something new. Cougar football, gold and blue. And we're going to start. Ralph, remember how I used to say, remember the name, and I talk about a youth that's coming on the way up? Well, that youth has made it here, and that is Tristan Risley. Only a sophomore for Clovis High. Dropped 159 yards last week versus Buchanan. He is something special. This is his precursor, his coming out party. Get ready. Remember the name, Tristan Risley for Clovis High, coming out of the backfield, running the football, catching the football. He will be on Friday Night Rivals the next 2 years and has the potential to be one of the best backs in the section.
But he's not the only one to watch wearing the blue and gold.
Well, something old is old school, and that's Byron Fountain, the senior linebacker inside. If that Fountain name sounds familiar, people know his daddy, Garnett Fountain, that played at Fresno State, and the lineage is still there with Fountain. He had 17 tackles last week versus Buchanan. They kept Kendall Milton down to 89 yards, and a lot of it was due for Fountain. He was the key cog in that Cougar defense.
All right, let's talk about the other side, the Broncos of Clovis North. Who do you like there?
Oh, I love Cade Forker, people. And I'll tell you, if that sounds like a tough name, well, his game matches his name. Big guy. Now look at this. He started at left guard. Then they moved him to left tackle. Then they're going to move him to H-back. It's kind of unconditional for an H-back to have number 57, but he is a special player. When Clovis North runs the football tonight, they're going to run behind Cade Forker.
If you like that name, wait until you hear this one.
Yeah. Dominic Almost Luna. When I talked to Coach Jaycott the other day about who's standing out on defense, he talked about Almost Luna and how he's improved and keeps improving, and it's just showing up big and just blows up on the film. This kid's awesome at coming downhill and stopping the run. But with Clovis High and their spread offense, he's going to have to expand his game and go sideline to sideline. I'm looking forward to watching number 50 in black.
All right, we're giving you some people to watch. Now, what about your keys to the game?
Well, let's start with Clovis High School. And Rich Adam was adamant about his secondary needs to improve. They gave up 2 3rd and 30s against Buchanan. That's just unacceptable there. So that back half has got to get better. And as far as Clovis North goes, hey, I want to make you a star. It doesn't seem like anybody's stepping up in the skill position and wants to be the star. I want to brag about somebody tonight. I don't know if it's Brennan Lemie. I don't know if it's Roman Rodriguez, if it's one of the quarterbacks in Jones or Luera, but somebody's got to take this offense, grab the reins, and say, I am the focal point of the Clovis North offense. Let me make you a star tonight.
If somebody wants to be a star, we've got the lights, we got the cameras, and we're going to have the kickoff right after this. Tonight's first quarter is sponsored by Bowman and Associates Insurance Company. Protect your crops, protect your livelihood. Let's send it downstairs to the third member of our broadcast team, Kevin Miller.
Hey, it's Friday. We're under the lights. Clovis North is deemed this night Fright Night Lights. And the crew behind me, they're scary good. You know what time it is. It's time because this is Friday Night.
With Kevin Miller. The Broncos will be kicking off to start this game. That's Julian Gomez, the junior kicker, teeing it up. Here's another JR Sports kickoff, ramming over the competition. Taking it to the 5 across the 10 to the 20. Opening on the right side to the far side now. Midfield and finally dragged down. Great return by Julius Grant.
Excellent set up on that. Middle return, broke it to the outside and just used his speed. Good start there for the Cougars. Let's watch him here. Great vision, good double team there. And getting out in front, number 10 for Clovis, Chris Ryland, throwing the block that springs him.
So the Cougars start in Clovis North territory. Isaiah Robles, the quarterback. Throws on first down, it's dropped, incomplete. Grant Lake, the intended receiver.
Yeah. And when I talked to Coach Hammonds this week, he talked about Isaiah Robles. He's throwing at about a 52% clip, and that's unacceptable for Coach Hammonds. He wants to get him up to 60, 65%.
Here are the officials for tonight's game. David Garcia is the referee. The umpire is Aaron Johnson. Head linesman Chris Cota. The line judge is Kylan Miller. James Branson, the back judge.
It's a CSOA.
Jonathan Johnson, the ball carrier, picks up the first down.
He's got to keep his feet. He keeps his feet. He's got big-time yardage here. Huge hole up front. That's good line play by White. He's got to keep going and finish the blow. Look, he knows it, too.
Yeah, and a huge young man carrying the football.
Yeah, that's a big boy. And you're going to see his brother out there today, Nate Johnson, who's a receiver and a quarterback.
Robles looking deep, throwing deep, has a receiver out there, incomplete. Again, Lake, the intended receiver, off his fingertips.
Looked like a pretty good toss. Lake thought he got interfered with. I thought that was a pretty good toss. And Lake, the Cougars' leading receiver, he's got to come up with that.
2nd and 10.
So averaging about 23 yards per catch is Lake, as you see him in our screen there. And that one he's going to want to have back.
Robles with the handoff. That's Tristan Risley. Gain of about 3.
Okay. Now, I talked about Cade Foraker. Also, keep your eyes on Caden Madsen. If that name sounds familiar, you Clovis West fans, everybody remembers Josh Madsen. Well, that's his son.
Robles throwing over the middle, has that complete inside the 20, down to about the 14-yard line. Nathan Johnson.
And there's his brother. There he is, only a sophomore. Talked about him and Risley way back in the day when they were at Clark Intermediate. I knew these two would be special. Already talked about Risley. There's Nate Johnson going to work. He will be the Cougar quarterback the next 2 years. Look at this drive, Ralph. It's Johnson and Johnson in this drive.
In the Toyota red zone now. The handoff going to the far side.
Yeah. Oh.
Risley.
twice people have slipped on this hill.
Down at about the 11.
I haven't seen any rain or heard of any rain, but man, what's going on? Slip sliding away on us. I thought he had yardage.
Second down. That time Lake goes up to catch it.
Yeah.
But virtually no gain. Back to about the 11.
Well, when he has to reach up like that on a smoke route where you're getting rid of it quick, he's got to be able to catch that thing and be able to move, make a guy juke. Well, his concentration was bringing down the football, which he did a good job, but that just left him no time to try and juke and make a move. That has got to be where hit in stride, not too high, not too low.
Robles with the fake and the pass complete down to about the 1. Ball came out, but they say Lake was down.
Well, I thought from the get-go, I saw Johnson in the slot uncovered with the safety almost 12 yards back. I mean, a quick hitch could have been yard, but then he comes in and takes the safety out of the play, and the slant's right behind him. Just pretty simple routes that way. How about this drive? How about this drive?
The handoff, touchdown, Clovis.
How about this drive? Couldn't chalk it up any better. Just walk in, why don't you?
Here's another look at the Porter-Sips touchdown.
Number 7. Send it in, Isaiah Robles.
So they started with great field position, did the Cougars. Drive of about 48 yards to the touchdown. Robles on the run. Extra point put up and through by Ronald Rocha. And it is 7-0 Cougars. We'll be right back after this timeout. Welcome back to Veterans Memorial Stadium. Clovis Cougars with an impressive opening drive take a 7-0 lead. And the guys from Clovis North are studying the tape already right over on the sideline.
And you say answer.
Michael Jaycott back deep, wearing number 22.
Advantage, Isaiah Ropeland. Garrett Jones, can you answer?
There's another JR Sports kickoff. Ramming over the competition, a fair catch. We have a very special guest in the booth tonight. Vince, you want to tell us who you brought in?
Well, how about it? We've got Clovis High tonight here representing. And how about former Clovis High baseball coach James Patrick in the booth with us. Ready to talk some football, James? Are you ready for some football, or we want to talk about baseball? Thank you for joining us. Congratulations on a wonderful career. As I went through and tried to make a little cheat sheet on all the things you did, whoever writes your biography, they're going to be for a tough task. All the accomplishments. Let's see, 34 years. 34 years as a head coach there, 756 wins, 13 league titles, 10 section titles, and, of course, the national championship in 97 and 98. And I just want to start with you wanted to be a football coach, right?
I love football. I still love I love high school football. It's a great sport for kids to be a coach, a fan, a participant. It's just a great opportunity for kids to play, Friday night in front of all their friends and parents, and it's a great opportunity.
Okay, there you see. Okay, now why Clovis High? You had won a section at Memorial. Why the jump to Clovis High School?
Well, long story. I didn't have a job anymore at Memorial, so I had to look for a job. And, I landed at Clovis, and, how fortunate I've been. And I really enjoyed my time at Memorial, too, but how lucky I was to find a job at Clovis High School. I've been there ever since. 1984 was when I was hired at Clovis High.
That's amazing. Now, James, the other day I went out to football practice. And then you look, and your son, of course, Chris Patrick, now the new head coach at Clovis High School. Congratulations. But I saw a fall ball, and I saw a lot of guys out there.
7-4.
How did you try to handle that in both ways?
Holding.
And I can go through. There was Scott Beck. There was Matt Roper. There was Keith Poole. Scott Tafoya. Guys that played baseball and football, but it just looks like everybody's specialized now.
Yeah, I could reel off probably 150 names in 5 minutes. But, it has. I think kids at a younger and younger age seem to want to specialize, and sports have become really year-round, for all coaches in high school, and that's changed. I coached football for 22 years. Wow, that's a great pass and catch.
There you go. Go ahead, finish up.
I coached football for 22 years myself, so that, I wasn't out there on the baseball field during the fall, and I wouldn't have traded those years of coaching football for anything. That was a blast.
Okay, one thing that you brought to the district was your Hall of Fame dinner. How did that get started? And it's one of the greatest events, man. Whenever you hear Clovis High Baseball Hall of Fame, it's ran so professionally, and you pay attention to details with it, and the people are really honored who you bring back and say how special they were. What got you going on the Hall of Fame dinner?
Well, we had a group of parents that wanted to have a fundraiser dinner, and so when they came to me and said we want to put this dinner on, I just asked them, can we do a Hall of Fame dinner? Mm-hmm. I really wanted to, pay tribute to all the great players that I've had the opportunity to coach, and we still have a lot more left to induct into that Hall of Fame. But we've inducted quite a few, and it is a special evening. We only do 3 players every year, so it's a special night for those 3 that are inducted. It really is a neat event.
Okay, who inducts you into your own Hall of Fame? That's going to be my question.
I'm going to try to put that off as long as I can.
I got one more question for you, and then we're going to get back to football. How will Chris Patrick do as the head coach? He's already won a Valley Championship here at Clovis North. How do you see Chris Patrick in the head seat at Clovis High School?
Well, I'm really excited for Chris and excited for the boys. And I know that they, right now, in talking to the players and talking to Chris, they are focused and they're playing hard, and it'll be good Cougar baseball in the years to come. I can guarantee that.
Okay, very good. Very good, Coach. Coach, anything else you want to say out here about your staff and Clovis High baseball? And
let's wait till after this play.
Okay.
See if
you want
to
call it? Go ahead. Go ahead.
This has been a good drive as well. Clovis North has really answered.
Yeah, Clovis North is going to want you to talk all night. Be careful.
Well, I think you forgot to say, when we first got going at Clovis High, the first thing we wanted to try to do is really build a great feeder program, which you were a part of.
Yeah, that's right.
Vince was our coach in junior high school at Clark Intermediate, and when the heyday of Clovis High baseball really kicked off, and Vince was part of that. And also, I got to wait till after this play. I got my focus is still on this football. This is a good game.
Yeah, it is.
It's a really important game for both teams. Vince forgot to say we coached together in freshman football. Maybe one of the two best football teams I coached at the freshman level. I coached with Vince. Yeah, it was Brandon Miller, Eris Borges, and don't forget an NFL player, Tyler Klutz, was our leader and great player, and we were undefeated that year. So we didn't mess him up.
And let's not forget George Chandler, all the success he had at Clark and carried it on to Clovis High School.
Yeah, George is like part of the family. There's a great run. Boy, second half.
Breaking the tackle and finding the end zone for the touchdown.
You know, George was my first hire, and, you know, I could have obviously hired him at the high school level, but we wanted him to coach 8th grade at Clark Intermediate School, and I think that was a big part of our, you know, starting our success. You know, we built from the bottom up, and you and George and all the rest of the guys that helped us out down there. I think that's the reason eventually we started winning at the high school level.
Okay, cool. Hey, thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
Enjoy the game.
Thank
you. Say hello to your lovely wife, Cecilia.
Yeah.
And take care of those grandkids.
And you say hi to Sandy, and I'll be watching a lot of football because my grandson Tyler is an 8th grader at Kasner, and he can sling a little bit. So
no pressure. I've already blown him up.
I'm going to be watching high school football for a while. So thank you guys, and appreciate it.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Great to have you, Coach. Thank you.
Wow. Like I said, Clovis North is going to want him to talk the whole time. They took the ball and drove it all the way down. You're the good luck piece.
Coaches are superstitious. I know you might be coming back here and finding that spot again later, huh?
Coach Jacob's going to give you a black and blue hat. I'll tell you that. Yeah.
I was watching Jacob's defense. He's got a 4-2 and a 3-3. Mixing it up.
That was a big pass to who? Brendan LeMay?
No, it was Nick Piggott.
Oh, Piggott. Excuse me. All right, we got ball game, folks. We got ball game.
Time for another JR Sports kickoff, ramming over the competition. And it's an onside kick.
They get it? Uh-oh.
Still loose. The Broncos recover. Now let's see what the officials say.
I don't see any flags. And it ricocheted off.
Matthew Leslie comes out of there with the football, but I believe they're going to give it to Clovis.
They're going to say first touching?
May not have. No, now they are reversing it and going to give it to Clovis North.
It looked clean.
It was close, Vince.
It was.
Very close to the 10 yards.
We'll see if we...
Yeah, went to 10.
Right on the line.
Yeah.
Right on the line. All good from here.
So the Broncos start from the 46. Running on first down.
Yeah. That looks like
Pile still moves.
Excuse me, Trenton Luera at quarterback.
Miller at hashtag FNR Fresno, on whom you think is the player of the game, brought to you by Donald P. Dick. Gain of 4. Second down and 6. Oh, Teeth ran right into the defender at the midfield stripe, making the stop there. We're going to have to go to a backup roster. 85 not on mine. So it's third down. Luera gets the pass away to the near side. Complete. First down. That's Brendan Lemay.
Yeah.
Lemay with the catch.
I had heard that Garrett Jones was going to start. They've gone with Luera, the senior, and this is just easy like a Sunday morning, too. Little zip on it, square out, and what you're going to do in a cover 2 situation, you get behind the corner and in between the safety and just square it out. Good toss, good route. Luera looks sharp.
First and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru of Fresno.
See Trenton. And that's been kind of the problem with Clovis North this year. Nobody's really taken the reins and wanted to be the starter between both quarterbacks.
Rodriguez trying the left side. Inside the 32. There is also a Midland Tractor flag on the play. It's going to go against the Broncos.
Look at Jake. You got to be kidding me. We're balling right now.
Illegal formation on the offense. Keep third down.
Usually a legal procedure like that means they get in line up on right, have 7 men on the front, or situation like that. But obviously Jaycott's not happy. Now, you know who calls the play? It's former head coach George Petrosons, who should be up in the booth up here.
Yeah, I just saw Coach as we were doing our intro down on the field.
Good to see Pat. He belongs in football.
Elijah Teets again, the junior running back.
Yeah. A little no-huddle action here.
Second and about 13. O'Hara's pass over the sideline. That's complete. Fingertip catch made by Brendan Castro.
Remember my keys to the game? The back half, meaning he's not getting good play in the secondary. So a couple things have to happen. You've got to adjust what you're doing in the secondary. Good feet. Oh, yeah, good feet. Got that little Michael Jackson tap going right there. Yee-hee. I see it. Good throw by Luera, looking sharp. But Clovis has to adjust. Put pressure on him or something, because it looks like he's ready to be that star I was talking about.
Third down, he's going to be swallowed up and sacked.
Yeah, and there's the big guy. Kobe Croft coming in, and Fountain cleaning it up.
Make sure to pick up a copy of the Valley Football Guide, the #1 source for local high school football, Fresno State, and the NFL. Pick up your free copy today at participating Wendy's and KFC locations. So now it's going to be a fourth down. 4th and 10 for the Broncos. Luera trying to get it away, and he's going to be dropped again. Sacked in the backfield, and that's Byron Fountain.
I love it when the guys I feature show up. Fountain, the water is running.
He showed up loud right there.
Didn't he? And coming off the edge. It all started with Nick Easter coming off the edge, putting pressure on it. Luera tried to step up, and bam. Welcome to the game, Byron Fountain. Oh, this is going to be a good one here.
Yeah, that was a 4th down play, so it's a 1st and 10 for the Cougars now at their 44.
And let's see how Jaycott and the defense adjust.
Risley to midfield.
And notice around, he's listed at 165, and I'm going to call 160 probably. Now, there's a lot of meat and potatoes left in that frame. But I'll tell you this, at 14 years old, he finished as one of the top track triple jump guys in the country, not just the area, in the country. So the speed is there. The power will follow as he puts on some meat and potatoes.
But has a first down.
Work. Chris Sims, Lenny McCormick. Huh? You see that?
Did too, incomplete.
Let's see what I missed. Great shot. That was something special there. And I'll tell you what, John Helmuth might have saved the day right there. I see Helmuth going to work. Remember his brother George Helmuth, outstanding linebacker at Fresno State? Well, little baby brother showing up too big on film here.
Risley off the left side. Halftime, your Xfinity halftime show featuring the Subway Scholar Athlete.
Clovis looks in charge here tonight. Here it comes. Yep. It's almost like Robles has eyes in the back of his head. That is, oh, my guy almost had him. He's going to want that one back. That was an easy stat chart right there. That was an easy sack.
That was a Houdini escape is what that was.
He's got some eyes in the back of that 7.
Going to throw on first down. Has it complete in a nice open field tackle. Isaiah Johnson.
Yeah, excellent tackle.
Johnson with the tackle.
Hey, we got a good one going, Ralph. I like this. Both quarterbacks coming out spinning it, baby. We're spinning it. We got some receivers that can go get it. And you know I love receivers.
Going to be fun. Your first quarter has been sponsored by Bowman & Associates Insurance Company. Protect your crops. Protect your livelihood. 7-7. We'll be back with quarter number 2 after this. Tonight's second quarter is brought to you by Fashion Furniture across from River Park. There's nothing like it in all of California. 7-7 our score.
Look at that.
Risley
look at that.
Driving down to the 10.
That's 160 soaking wet. I'm telling you.
Should be a first down.
Look at that streak. There it is. Don't let the smooth taste fool you. This guy can pack a punch. Look at this. Straight up, great line play there. There's when he first made impact, and I'm talking about Helmuth, Risley didn't finish till 7 yards later.
Well, you keep going with a good thing inside the 5.
And Coach Hammonds didn't even try to hide. When I wanted to highlight a player along, he talked about him. 159 yards last week. He's already off to a great start. He's shown you the whole repertoire. He's got some speed. He can go up and get it and catch the ball, and he can run in between the tackles.
Time the quarterback's going to keep it in the spin move into the end zone. Touchdown.
Oh, no. Oh, Allen Iverson would be proud. Robles off and running. 2 TDs for number 7.
Another look at the Portishead's touchdown.
Look at this. You cannot hold. Which way did he go? That's when the student body should start chanting broken ankles. Clap, clap, clap. Broken ankles. Clap, 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 clap. Which way did he go?
Ronald Rocha is good on the extra point. Clovis has regained the lead, 14-7 now with 11:13 to go in the second quarter.
Last night I got to see some volleyball action here at Buchanan High School, the Clovis North Lady Broncos. Congratulations, undefeated track champions. Congratulations to Trevor Herb and the rest of the Lady Broncos. I'll tell you, they got some ballers, Ralph. Remember the name Sydney Hancock. L. Sid can ballin'. She had some spikes that was rattling that gym. Also, Jessica Drake, Megan Crecilius, and of course my girl Heather Ayerza, a 2-time. She plays softball and she also plays volleyball. What a special group. What a special group.
Elijah Teets on the return of the kickoff by Vincent Sabatini. Yeah, those are always the best pictures, aren't they? The ones
there they
with
are.
the championship.
Okay, now, they are ranked number 1 in the section, and they are ranked number 11 in the state. And I'm telling you, these guys are loaded. They've done an outstanding job. But remember, my girl, Sydney Hancock, she's got some ups. She was spiking so hard that Buchanan gym was rattling. Best of luck, girls. Congratulations. Lady Broncos, undefeated in the tracks.
Loera hit as he throws. Incomplete.
Yeah, and they came heat-seeking there.
Let's go back downstairs to Kevin Miller. Kevin?
All right, thanks, Ralph. We're here to feature the Hubbard Barrow Memorial Tournament upcoming here on November 11th. We have Jenna Taves and Nico and Stephanie Vance and Braxton. And Jenna, it's a very special tournament. What was the inspiration behind the Hubbard Barrow Memorial?
Okay, so 15 years ago, 2 buddies joined the Marines, Jared Hubbard and Jeremiah Barrow, and were tragically both killed in action. So a group of their friends wanted to honor them by starting a golf tournament. So throughout the years, we have raised a bunch of money for the VA hospital, and it is now honoring all 8 of the Buchanan fallen.
All right. Thank you, Jenna, for that. And Stephanie, of course, the Central Valley, we'd like to know, how can we get involved in this tournament?
We have a ton of different community service opportunities. The golf tournament is sold out this year. It sells out pretty fast, but we do community service outreaches all throughout the year, and also you can donate any time of the year at hubbardbarrowgolf.com or through our Facebook page.
Wonderful. And over the course of 15 years, we've raised how much?
Over $400,000 for our local VA hospital.
Over $400,000 going back to our veterans and memorializing those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedoms. Stephanie, Braxton, Nico, Jenna, thank you so much. Remember that Hubbard Barrow Memorial Golf Tournament. And let's keep the conversation going at hashtag FNR Fresno. Ralph, V-Dub, back to you.
Thank you, Kevin. Wendy's is proud to sponsor the Hot and Juicy Sideline Reports with Kevin Miller.
Yeah, and notice Clovis has changed their philosophy. They are coming after him now.
Timeout taken now by Clovis North with a third and about 2, trailing by 7. Vince, you talked about the young guys that you see coming up. What's it like? What's it like to see those small ones now doing the big stuff?
And you can just tell. You can tell at an early age these kids got it. And Tristan Risley had it. And Nathan Johnson had it. And it was just a matter of time before they got there. Now, they nurtured them the right way. They made them play freshmen. They didn't jump them to 8th grade, or they didn't jump them to JV, okay? Here's Clovis High School. I want to talk about the Hall of Fame. Congratulations to this year's Hall of Fame class. Dwayne, I am great names on the list there. Ray Luna, my guy, Nate, the Great Hill, and, of course, Jason Sasoya. Got to coach Ryan Gutierrez, a Cal, strong safety. Congratulations to the Cougars. And that 1991 football team, that was 13-0. They beat Clovis West 28-27 at LaMonica Stadium in overtime. Sasoya to Derek Ferramisco to win it. Kelly Larson with 2 rushing touchdowns, and Jacob Belmont spearheaded the defense. That 91 13-0 Cougar team, something special. Congratulations. Again, Jason Zasoyev was Player of the Year. Keith Poole was All-State, All-American. And according to Bob Barnett, where I get all this stuff, Keith Poole is still the best high school wide receiver he's seen, and that's a tough argument right there. I'll tell you that. You better bring a cheeseburger and a flashlight if you're going to have to turn over and tell me something bad. Somebody that had a better high school career as a receiver than Keith Poole. So congratulations to the 2019 Hall of Fame inductees for Clovis High School.
I saw my friend Jeff Thiessen on that list.
Yeah. Ray Luna, you want to talk about a tough hombre. Maybe the toughest guy in school history. And there'll be some others there. I'm going to throw out some names to get in that Hall of Fame. Look at that. How did he get out of that?
Well, he just delayed it. Moses signs on the return. Got an injured Clovis North player down 17-yard line. But it must be, I was thinking, gratifying to see them growing up the way that they are.
It is. Yeah, back to that. You know, and like I said, I saw Risley. I'll tell you right now, Clovis North has some guys coming up. Remember the name, Brayton Bitter and Jack Johnson. 2 outstanding 8th graders. They've led the Granite Ridge team to an undefeated season. These guys are special. They're on their way up. But the most lethal of the group might be a 7th grader by the name of McKay Madsen. And that's Josh Madsen's kid, Caden Madsen's little brother. He's a 7th grader. And I'll tell you what, I see him play, and I talk to him on the field, and I say, hey, you're going to be as good as your brother. You're going to be much better than your dad. And his dad was a starting strong safety at Stanford. I say, McKay, you're going to be much better than your dad, but you won't be as cute as his mom, Tiffany Stoker, who was a former Miss California. So he's got that. But remember that name, McKay Madsen, 7th grader, Granite Ridge. You've heard it here first. That guy is an animal. I'm talking beast mode. So you just see it, Ralph. You just feel it. And it's not necessarily running past people or being faster than people or anything like that, but it's just their football IQ at that age, already ahead of the game, understanding the play. And it's the same thing on the 8th grade level with that quarterback, Jack Johnson. Just can spin it. Bitter, able to go up and get it at a high point. Also an outstanding defensive end. They do such a good job. I'll tell you what, in about 3 years, you're not going to be able to touch Clovis North because they got some teams coming up. And Tim Simons is still involved. And then I see that weight room yesterday, and I thought I was at North Carolina. Beautiful. Kobe Lindsay, Jay Cott, they did a fabulous job. Dropped over $200,000 in that weight room.
This pass is complete to Lake out to the 25, be about a yard short.
Yeah. And pretty good 1-2 punch in Lake and Nate Johnson. That's pretty good. See those two right there? Those are some dudes. Those are some dudes you can spin it to.
You can live tweet Kevin Miller at hashtag FNR Fresno, who you think is the player of the game, brought to you by Donald P. Dick. Robles flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run and not very far.
All right, covered sack.
Tripped
That's all
up
you can call that.
And dropped, making the stop, Aaron Ruacho.
That's a covered sack. He had plenty of time, tried to extend the play, and then the pocket collapsed. That front wall's doing a good job. This is the best I've seen them block in a long time. So that one, you just call that one a covered sack.
3rd down and 3. This is Jonathan Johnson. Gets it
fall forward. Yeah,
to the 27 for a first down.
Yeah. Only needed 3 yards. He left a tip with 4.
6'1", 240 are the numbers on Jonathan Johnson.
Yeah. And you see why Nate's so slender. He's always second to the dinner table. This is the best I've seen Robles look, too. And like I said, Hammond said he was at about a 52% clip, wants him to be at about 60 to 65%.
Risley spins across the 30 to about the 31. Under 8 minutes to go in our second quarter. 7-point lead for Clovis. And a timeout taken. This one charged to the Cougars. So we'll take a break as well. 14-7, Clovis leading Clovis North on Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals. Welcome back, everybody. The Toyota Smile Cam has found some smiles. Happy group. Why not? Lake with the catch. After a couple of early missed connections with Lake, he is now on fire with his quarterback.
Just ran right through the tackle of Luke Blankenship. Yeah, and they've got to mix it up. I'm telling you, it looks like the coverage, like I said, they were blitzing a little. They got to get more pressure on Robles, and they've got to come up close. And let's see if they can hit the deep ball, because they are just nickeling and diming them to death. And then you're getting yak, which means yards after the catch with Johnson and Lake.
That's a Lithia Subaru Fresno first and 10.
Look at that screen, Ralph. I'm sorry.
Oh.
What a run. But look at that screen where the depth of the DB lining up compared to the receiver.
MD Manuel Insurance wants to thank all of our servicemen and women for the freedom they earn for us each and every day. Thank you, sir.
For all you do.
Pressure.
There we go. There's my guy.
Down he goes. Sacked by Cade Forrester.
Yeah. There he is. That's what they need. They got to put pressure on Robles, because I'm not sure who. I mean, he's just back there picking them apart. There's finally some pressure. Shot right by Nunemaker on that. And that's about the first bad check for that offensive line. Garrett Harris, Nunemaker, Lefevre, De La Cruz, and Maryhugh. They've done an outstanding job. But there's a football player like right there, folks.
3rd and long. Again, he's pressured, gets it away, fired over the middle, incomplete. He was looking for Lake again.
Much better design on that one. And it helps. When it's 3rd and long, you can play off. But I'm just looking at the alignment before the ball is even snapped. And it looks like Clovis North is about 8 to almost 10 yards off. And that's just way too much, and they're just nickeling and diming. Now, they got themselves in a 3rd and long situation, and you can mix it up. But they're going to have to tighten that up and see if Robles and company can beat them on the deep ball.
Johnson back to punt. End over end kick. Taken at the 20-yard line. 25, 30, 40. Boy, different gear now. Got one man to beat. It's Johnson. Can he run him down? He grabs him and throws him out of bounds inside the 15. Great return by Devon McCoy.
I see you, Deuce.
Check that. Michael Jaycott.
Yeah.
Michael Jaycott on that great return.
Yeah. Coach's kid. Right up the seam there. Really, nobody even touched. There wasn't a lot of blocking. Good job by Johnson. And just ran him down. Yeah. And remember, Jaycock saved the game against Clovis. He's blocking an extra point. Has showed up big in the secondary as a safety.
And there's a bad news. Call home. It's coming back. A Midland Tractor flag on the play, way back at the 31.
Our cameras were so zoomed in on him, I didn't get to see the exterior.
First down.
Return.
That's
too bad.
Yeah, that's a big penalty because you would have had it down around the 12-yard line.
And this is a situation with the when they ref here. Let's see if we can find it. Well, no, that's not much.
That's got to be it. I think that's where. No, there's a flag up field. Yeah, that flag came early.
I think they called it on him. Ugh. Okay. I don't know. Guess I got a better view. And remember, slow motion doesn't do justice. In fast motion, it might, according to the ref's eye, probably looked like he pulled him, but it didn't seem like much there. Anyway, here we go. Can you say answer?
From the 21 now. It's a much longer field for the Broncos.
Backbreaker.
First down carry, Rodriguez picks up about 3.
Yeah, Keanu Williams. Remember him? Started here. There's another one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's another one. Way back when. Put him on this varsity as a freshman. And was just slinging people around.
Whistle stop this play. Let's see what it is.
Dead ball, false start on the offense. Second down.
Coming up, your Xfinity halftime show featuring the Educator Spotlight. It's coming up at halftime. 5 minutes and 25 seconds and counting until the break. 2 penalties over 3 plays for the Broncos. Pass deep toward the sideline and a fingertip catch.
Oh.
But what a catch by Luke Bletcher.
Yeah, and let me tell you about this Bletcher kid. Was playing football in elementary, broke his arm, and then hasn't came out till now. He's been absent about 5 years, decided to come back out to football. He was doing triathletes. What a throw and what a catch.
That's one of those where he's kind of bobbling it as he goes out of bounds, but he catches the back of the ball.
Yes, he caught the back of that ball. Ooh, very close. Give it to him. Let's get that. No replay on that. That's my buddy Eric's son. I got to give him that one. What a throw by Loera. This is sharp. This is getting good here. I think Loera's up for the challenge against Robles.
Looking for somebody again. Nothing there, so he's running down the sideline, out of bounds inside the 40.
He wants the title run pass option, a dual threat. Trenton Loera.
But there's another penalty flag on the field.
Right there might have been a hold there. Easter.
That was the call.
Yeah, was it? Show number 4.
On the
see the replay.
Repeat first down.
Number 4 coming off the edge. Couldn't get let loose. Right? Watch number 4 in your screen. Right? There. That's a hold. And he yanked him pretty good. Excellent call by the officials there. And you want, when you're officiating, you want to hunt elephants, not rabbits. You want to, if you're going to call a flag, make sure it's big. That was big because that led to Loera getting to the outside.
I'll have to write that one down.
Yeah, hunt elephants, not squirrels. Don't call the little stuff.
Went for a secondary receiver downfield. Going to give another chance to Bletcher.
Yeah, what a catch. I see you, Bletch. I see you, 1-7.
And maybe getting a sideline warning down here.
Well, Jaycott's not too happy.
He's into it with one of the officials, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's not too happy. I think they were justified.
Immediately following the game, you can watch Charmed only on the CW59.
I hear you.
And so did we for a brief instant there.
Yeah.
Referee again is David Garcia. Comes pressure, and the pass is incomplete. That was an emergency throw.
You go to your outlet.
Under great duress. So 3rd down and long, 3rd and about 20.
And these are tough. The playbook's just not filled with plays to convert on 3rd and 20. That's why those holds just kill you. Now remember, Clovis gave up 2 3rd and 30s against Buchanan.
Here comes a blitz. Passes away downfield. Overthrown.
Excellent coverage, too. Ran with him. Right on stride is Mike Greco.
You can watch a replay of this game on YouTube. Search Friday Night Rivals, CW59. That'll be available sometime next week.
Yeah. People are already asking me from last week. Well, they had their opportunity there, and 2 penalties set them back.
Yeah, the big one on the return. There's a block punt.
Did he get it?
Yeah, he got it. It's going to spin out of bounds at about the 32. Running in to block the punt was number 26, Christian Smith.
Chris Garcia almost had a scoop and score. 1, 2. Well, he didn't take long to get rid of it. You got to fault that on whoever was the outside. They did not hold up enough.
They had so much English on it, it was like one of those foul balls you hit that goes in and out, in and out. So good field position for Clovis. The Cougars will start from the 33 of the Broncos of Clovis North. 4.5 minutes to go before halftime.
And you really need to clutch it up here if you're on that Bronco defense. Again, look at the alignment. They're going to have to cut it down some, and it looks like they are.
Quarterback keeper inside the 30, down to the 25, maybe the 24.
Good. And Robles showed great patience on this. Not trying to get to the edge, just cut up underneath, stop. Excellent block there. What's that, 18, Porter Smith? One of the tight ends used. Excellent block there.
Evan Almager also in on the stop of the 24.
Good block by Porter Smith and sprung Robles, and Robles showed excellent patience, stopping and coming up, cutting up underneath. And you got to have a tight end if you're Clovis High.
Jordy Hilford in at running back now. Robles on pressure, gets it away. It's complete. That'll be another first down. I really like this Nathan Johnson.
I'm telling you, man. Not since the days of Chris Sims and Lenny McCormick, and they had Chris Patrick spinning it to him. Little do-that blitz there, coming up, stepping up. Robles looks sharp, too, because that play was all based on Isaiah Robles extending the play, getting a little extra time to hit Johnson.
So it's a Lithia Subaru Fresno first and 10.
Right
there, he's filling up the Toyota red zone.
Josh De La Cruz.
And doing the job up front. Pass to the end zone. Could be picked off. Intercepted, I believe. Let's see if we get a signal.
I think he got it. Yes, he did.
They're going to say he did intercept it. And it's a touchback, so they come out to the 20.
Showing up big. Okay.
He had great position. All he had to do was turn around.
This ball's got to be thrown higher. Use his athleticism. Too flat. Way too flat. Way too flat. You got to get that ball up for Grant. Okay? Excellent position by Leslie, but Isaiah Robles, he's got to get that ball up.
And Lake recognized he needed to be a defender there.
And Lake did a good job. Caught real well. He's taught by Michael Butler, former Fresno State and Sunnyside High star. So that was excellent trying to break it up. But if you're Isaiah Robles, that ball needs more air on it where you can use Lake's 6'2", probably about 6'2", 6'3" frame to go up and pluck it.
So Broncos trying to capitalize on the turnover.
Right now, if you're Clovis North, you're thinking that Leslie, big-time interception there.
You can pick up a copy of the Valley Football Guide, the #1 source for local high school football, Fresno State, and the NFL. You get a free copy at participating Wendy's and KFC locations. Open receiver, another completion. That's Brendan Castro, and it's going to be a first down out across the 45.
Yeah, look at Lurera going to work. Said, I see your Nate Johnson. I raise you, Brendan Castro. These kids are slinging it tonight.
So Lithia Subaru first and 10. On the ground on first down, out to, midfield they're going to give him. That's Teat.
Right. You got Garrett Harris playing both ways. In the same situation as Caden Madsen and also Foraker. A lot of guys going both ways. They're going to love the TD timeouts we give them.
Pass to the far sideline, has a receiver out there, makes a catch, and then it comes out.
Yeah.
Let's see what they're going to say. Officials will confer.
Well, I thought it was pass interference.
Lemie was the receiver.
Yeah, and I thought Lemie got. Let's see what we got here. Okay, right there.
One-handed.
Yeah, he caught it.
Got it.
That is a catch. And then he rips it out. What a catch.
Might have pushed off with his right hand.
Not enough. Not enough.
That's why he had to catch it over his left.
Jay will explode if they call it that way. You've got to be kidding me. I don't like the call at all. And I'll tell you why. Because
offensive pass interference.
Let's watch it.
Second down.
To me, the first contact was led by the Clovis High defender running into him.
Watch the right hand.
Yeah. Well,
if we get the
right
replay
hand
of
in
Lemay.
space to hold that bar and hold his space. He's allowed to do that. That's the way he caught the ball. What a catch. Let's not forget that. Okay, so he's into him.
Yeah, it's. I didn't even see it in that angle, then.
Let the kids play.
See, I thought right there he shoved.
No, that's not worth offensive pass interference. Not only that, the official from the back judge called that's not worth an offensive pass interference. That's a kid going up and competing. I don't like the call at all. And not only that, it's thrown by the back judge.
Scratch the big play, and they'll try and make another one.
Yeah, thrown by the back judge when the other official's right there and didn't call anything.
Lemay out to about the 49. But then again, they're not sitting down there watching replays either.
Hold on, Ralph. We're forgetting the obvious. What a catch.
Yeah, that was a terrific catch.
That was incredible. That makes the highlight film if the play counts or doesn't. What a catch.
Luera, pressure.
Throw it away.
Did just that. Didn't quite do it like he wanted to, I don't think. Too close to a defender, but it's incomplete nonetheless. Fourth down. Sabatini on to punt it away for the Broncos.
Well, story of this game has been 3 costly penalties. You know, penalties are going to happen. You understand that, and you got to play through them.
Left-footed punt. This is Signs going to let it go into the end zone.
Pretty good deke by Signs. Whoever's the kill guy, you got to run to the goal line.
Touchback. So 53.7 seconds to go before halftime. See if Clovis is satisfied to go to the locker room with a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they're watching our game. Where am I at? Where am I at? How come I'm not on the screen? Hey, the Cougars are showing up. Quite the student body. Cougars showing up. They got a whiteout going. Well, he's got the hot hand. I don't think they'll just sit on it. See the depth? See the depth?
Robles has that pass intended for Lake.
Well, I mean...
And they say it's a catch.
And obviously, the mindset is bend but don't break. Okay? So they're going to tighten it up, and they did with Leslie's interception down at the goal line. So bend but don't break. Because there is some space.
Lithia Subaru Fresno first and 10. Now he's going deep. Nearly picked off. That was Jaycott.
Yeah, Jaycott. But who does that remind you of? Almost reminds me of Reyna at Fresno State. You're throwing into a cover 2 there, the safety. You get by the linebacker. You got to know a safety's on top. Now, if it's man, it's a little different where you can lob it out there. But that safety was just waiting for it. In fact, Jaycott should have had it. Remind me of the throw against Minnesota by Reyna, and it also reminded me of the throw against USC.
Which reminds me of the throw of USC.
You got to understand cover 2 and a safety on top there. Should have been picked up by Jaycott. Oh.
Pass over to the far sideline. Lake takes it out of bounds.
Bend but don't break.
31.9 seconds to go.
Signals.
That ball was deflected and then knocked down, incomplete. Stopping the clock at 26.7.
And that's good by the Broncos. If you can't get there, if they're throwing quick passes, then you turn into Sidney Hancock and the rest of the girl. You go up and just block the spike. You just go up and block the spike. Turn into Heather Ayerza instead of being a defensive end. And the rest of that outstanding Clovis North volleyball team.
So that was a third down play. Cougars will have to punt it right back.
Oh, I thought they called timeout. My bad. That's what counted.
High
Whoa.
snap. Controls it and gets the kick away. It'll bounce out of bounds at the 28.
Okay, famous names associated with this game. How about my high school coach, Phil Borges? MVP at Clovis High, went on, was all-conference at Fresno State, played for the Portland Storm in the World Football League, and I'll tell you what, he was not only my coach, he was my mentor, and sometimes my dad. Love you, Phil Borges, and then the rest of that Clovis West start. Famous names associated with this game, and if you're talking Hall of Fame, Clovis High people, you better have the name Phil Borges on the ballot. Phil Borges, outstanding player at Clovis High, at Fresno State, and again, went on and played at World Football League. That's my famous names associated with this game from Clovis High.
Yeah.
All right, the Broncos satisfied to let time run out here on the first half. They'll take a 7-point deficit to the locker room. 14-7, Clovis with the lead over Clovis North. Kevin Miller standing by downstairs to have a word with the head coach. And the coach is having a couple of words with the officials.
Not leaving, huh?
He's taking care of business first.
Yeah. He is pleading his case.
Well, Kevin has him now, so let's send it downstairs.
All right, thanks, Ralph. Here with Coach Jaycott. Coach, passing game effective, defense is solid. What do you see that you like in the first half?
Oh, I mean, we're just playing hard, a couple turnovers, both teams, just battling through some adversity. So I'm just proud that we're just playing and we're not, the block punt there and we rallied on defense there. So, it's a good football game. We expected it to be like this.
You bet. All right, looking forward to the second half. Go get with your guys. Best of luck, Coach. Just had a little conversation with the officials. That's why there was a bit of a delay. Should be good in the second half. Ralph, V-Dub, back to you.
Yeah, next time ask him what they were saying, okay? So
find out what he's telling them.
All right, second quarter has been sponsored by Fashion Furniture across from River Park. There's nothing like it in all of California. We're at halftime. We'll be back after this. The halftime show is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity Internet delivers the fastest speeds in Fresno. Learn more at xfinity.com/xfi. And now to take us through halftime, we send it back down again to Kevin Miller.
Thank you, Ralph. Tonight's Scholar Athlete is brought to you by Subway, and I am here with senior extraordinaire from Clovis North High School, Heather Ayerza. Heather, how you doing this evening?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. We've got a nice ambiance with the Clovis North band behind us. Heather, is it okay if I brag on you for just a little bit?
For sure.
All right, thank you. 3.9 GPA. And Heather, what sports do you participate in at Clovis North?
I'm on varsity volleyball and varsity softball.
All right, so 4-year varsity player on volleyball and softball. What position do you play in volleyball?
I'm a setter in volleyball.
All right, and you, volleyball player, have done something very unprecedented. What have you guys accomplished this season?
We went undefeated in track, 10-0, and we're #1 seed for playoffs.
All right, so ready to take the Valley by storm. What are some of the things that you need to do to get this Valley title, do you think?
Definitely not overlooking any team and just to play our game every match, and I think we'll be good.
All right.
We have a lot of talent.
You bet. Looking good. And in softball, what position do you play?
I'm a pitcher and an outfielder.
All right, so it makes sense. Pitcher, setter, that leadership ability. And speaking of leadership, you're part of the Athletic Leadership Council.
Yes.
Yeah, what sorts of things do you do with that?
We talk about how to be a leader on the team and how to be a role model, and if any problems are on the team, you come and talk to us, and then we work it out.
Yeah, and so many look up to Heather indeed. And then in terms of being a senior, you probably got some plans for next year. What do you have your sights set on?
I'll definitely go to a 4-year university and hopefully study in the field of dermatology.
All right, future doctor among us. Well, Heather, you are now eligible for a $5,000 scholarship courtesy of Subway. Sounds all right, right?
Yes.
And we want to award you with this plaque courtesy of FNR. Ladies and gentlemen, our scholar athlete, Heather Ayerza. Help me again. Ayerza, of course, from Clovis North High School. And we'll be back with more Xfinity Halftime Report right after this. Ayerza. Welcome back to the Xfinity Halftime Report, and it's time for our Educator Spotlight. Something very special today, however, thanks to Stephanie Hanks, principal of Clovis High School, and of course, Dr. Joshua Shapiro, principal of Clovis North High School. They would like to feature our unified sports athletes, an opportunity for inclusion for all scholar athletes. And we have here Josh, one of our coaches. Josh, what sports are featured with unified sports, and what's a typical season look like?
So in unified sports, we have basketball and we have soccer. The teams have our varsity athletes along with our students with special needs, and we practice 3 days a week, have a game every week, and we practice just like any other varsity team.
All right. Do we all like practice? Yeah. Do we like the games? Yeah. Oh, all right. That's good to hear. Now, Roman from Clovis North, what was the inspiration behind unified sports in Clovis Unified?
The inspiration drove between the inclusion pieces on it, combining our gen ed kids with our special needs kids to being able to get everybody as equal quality as possible.
Oh, it's beautiful, beautiful. And we have some special memories or what we love about unified sports.
My special memory is when my senior friends taught me how to play soccer and basketball, and I just passed it along to my freshman friends, and that's about it.
Beautiful, paying it forward. How about you?
I like all of my teachers, all of the coaches think me how I'm good at soccer and basketball, and I like also how the coaches teach me practice. Yeah.
Oh, you bet. And there's a lot of love on all of these teams. And how about special memory or your favorite part of unified sports?
Literally just only one goal coming in the entire season, which is my favorite memory.
All right.
It's just amazing.
Congrats. Yeah, amazing indeed. How about a special memory?
My favorite memory is when I scored a hat trick in one single game.
Hat trick? Is that like 3?
Yeah.
Woo. Well, I'm telling you what, there's a hat trick all amongst us. These are very wonderful people, and we want to thank, of course, Dr. Shapiro and Mrs. Hanks for offering this time to feature these students. We want to thank CUSD, and we want to thank these athletes. One of the mottos for Clovis Unified is inspiring excellence, and you all have inspired us to be excellent people towards one another. Thank you so much for adding value to our community. And we'll be back with more Xfinity Halftime Report right after this. Way to go, guys. Yeah. 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 All right, we are back with Xfinity Halftime Report. For one of our featured opportunities, our Les Schwab Tire Managers. We've got Josh from Clovis and John from the Herndon store. Is that right? All right. Yes. And we are just excited to have you here. Love you being a part of the community and Friday Night Rivals. And just recently, we had something very special go on at the Fresno Fair. Can you share with us?
Yeah, we were able to help out the FFA, all the families and the children, help purchase a lot of their animals, help them out. They've been a big support to us in our company and our business, so we were able to help them out and help purchase some of their animals and help support their cause as well.
Awesome, awesome. And part of FNR, part of the Big Fresno Fair, and contributing to our families. And what we really appreciate about Les Schwab is how you give back to the community, and you've got something very special going on with our community.
Right. So starting November 11th is a toy drive, our annual Les Schwab toy drive. It happens every single year. So whenever you're in one of our stores, you get your free plot pair, your free pre-check safety inspection. If you feel you want to donate, go ahead and donate, or you can bring a toy. And we're accepting toys all the way up to Christmas time.
All right, so that's a way we can contribute. Come on in and do that. We've got tire sales. You can get your tires checked and everything like that. John and Josh will take care of you for sure. And we're going to have that tire challenge relay roll. We'll have that featured. We had it happen before, but we're not going to spoil it, ladies and gentlemen, let you know who won. That'll be a spoiler alert indeed. So we'll be back with more Xfinity Halftime Report right after this.
Tonight's third quarter is sponsored by Keller Motors, home of the Keller Forever warranty.
Hey, congratulations to Heather Ayerza.
Yes.
Student athlete chosen. Not only is she an outstanding volleyball player, but she is also an outstanding softball player. She'll play for Courtney Dell and the Lady Broncos out there. And so congratulations to her. Not only that, I want to say, when we're talking about softball, the head coach, Clovis High School, Mike Noel. Congratulations, Mike Noel, head softball coach at Clovis High. Now, he's had a player 2 years ago by the name of Emily Puentes. She went on to Fresno City, and now she's going to Marymount College, a NAIA school. Not only that, Mike has 2 seniors this year, Atlee Puentes and Cassie Puentes, and they've committed to go to Marymount too. So we got 3 girls from Clovis High, all sisters, playing softball next year at Marymount College. That makes it a lot easier on the parents. So congratulations to the Puentes girls. They are outstanding softball players, and they play for a great coach in Mike Noel.
Here come the Broncos back out on the field. And they're trailing here, 14-7. We haven't had any scoring since 11-13 left in the second quarter.
And didn't it look like it was going to be 42-45 before we got out of here?
Well, the defense is kind of caught up. Let's go downstairs to Kevin and the coach.
All right, thanks, Ralph. Here with Coach Hammond. Coach, 14-7 lead. How do you maintain or extend that lead in the second half?
I think it comes down to guys executing, the plans and those pieces, but turnovers. This has been a game where turnovers kind of swung things a couple times, block kick, interception. So I think really the team that takes care of the ball in the second half is going to be a huge deal.
Eliminate the turnovers and cause them. Go get them, Clovis High Cougars in the second half. Coach Hammond, Ralph, B-Dub, let's get it on. Second half. Let's go.
Thank you, Kevin. Wendy's is proud to sponsor the Hot and Juicy Sideline Reports with Kevin Miller.
Our first Valley Championship game was right here in this stadium. Clovis North, Valley champions, 2012. They defeated Central on a rainy night. Do you remember that night? Rainy night here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I remember that. And that might have been the same. Was that the same night that the kick got blown about 50 yards?
Yeah, it was crazy year. But congratulations to that Division I Valley Championship team. Player of the year was Christian Rossi. In that game, he threw a touchdown pass to Marcus Rose and Josh Lovingood. All-City that year was Arnold Lopez of D3, Isaiah Duran, what an outstanding athlete, and also David Wells. They were led, that 2012 championship team were led by the rushing of Carlos Guzman, a senior, and they had an outstanding sophomore that we're going to see here in a minute, Bo Olarafundi. You remember Bo Olarafundi? Yeah, so that 2012 Valley Championship team, we haven't got about you.
Well, welcome to the JR Sports broadcast booth as we get ready to start this second half, the third quarter.
Well, you saw famous names associated with games. I showed you Phil Borges of Clovis High. So who we're going to pull from Clovis North? Just say Bo. Look at that. Look at that vert and into the end zone. Now, I saw this, and I saw Hawaii. He did the same thing against Oregon that year and made Sports Center top 10 list. Bo Olarafundi came up as a sophomore, and he was something special. A mix of power and speed. Everybody, Nick Saban, and everybody came visiting that Clovis North campus trying to sign Bo Olarafundi. But he decided to go to UCLA, stay close. Outstanding running back. Famous names associated with this game for Clovis High, Phil Borges. For Clovis North, Bo Olarafundi.
That's such a great photo in the Rose Bowl.
But the thing that gets me, I go, hey, that's not against Oregon. He did it twice that year where he just went up and over someone into the end zone. What a championship game he had. He led the team in rushing that night. And a great 1-2 punch in him and Carlos Guzman. And he had a great set of tight ends in Josh Lovingood and David Wells.
Here's another JR Sports kickoff, ramming over the competition. Vincent Sabatini, the senior, will be kicking off. Lobs it down to the 26. Teets to midfield, down the sideline, inside the 45. Nice return.
Yeah. And he didn't have much room to work with. He's like running in a hallway. Kept his balance and everything. I see it, Teets.
Are you giving up too much with kicks like that?
Well, I've seen him in practice just drill it to the end zone. I don't understand. Now, what is it? Ramon Anderson at Liberty ran one back on him. Kind of hesitant about it, but I've seen Sabatini kick it to the end zone. This does nothing. When you're starting off at the 45-yard line, that's not good strategy. Look at Forker. They're going to run behind him probably.
Pass out here is complete. Looking for a block from Lamy.
And you got to make one guy miss in that.
Piggott gets it down to the 42.
You spread it out, and it's almost like schoolyard. Okay, you're the bottle cap. You're the broken popsicle stick. I'll be the penny. Okay, we're going to just spread this game out where it's 3-on-3. Two guys are going to block, but you got to make one guy miss.
Rodriguez gets it inside the 40.
And have we mentioned Rodriguez, who his dad is?
His dad is sitting in the seats right down below
Rich
us.
Rodriguez, our own, the famous, the one, the only Rich Rodriguez.
We'll get a shot of him at
Rich
some point tonight.
Rich is in the house, too. Good toss.
Piggott.
Yeah.
Inside the 35, out of bounds at the 31.
And I'll tell you, Forker did a good job of sealing on the outside where because there he is. The man, the myth, the legend.
My good friends there. Rich Rodriguez on the far left. In the middle there, that's Jessup Reisbeck.
Okay.
He was a sportscaster with me for a while. Now he's working a morning show at a TV station back in Washington, D.C.
Good call, Ralph.
And enjoying burritos out here in California. One of the great
Can't
guys.
find good Mexican food back in the East like this.
Congratulations on his recent marriage, just within the last couple of weeks.
Great call, Ralph.
Inside the 30.
Two of the better ones, huh? Two good ones there.
Rich and I are commiserating, and you can join the group too. We're all Dodger fans. Loera with an empty backfield right now. 5 receivers in on second down at about 7.
So you got to get rid of it quick. Got to get rid of it quick. Got to get rid of it quick.
He's going to have to run away from the pressure now.
And he needs to know that. He needs to know if there's nobody blocking. 5 guys can't block 6. You've got an empty backfield. Your mindset has to be 1,001, 1,002, 1,003. Ball is gone. You just can't sit back there and pick it apart. You have to know that. Empty backfield, you're getting rid of it quick. And I like the way Clovis countered it by blitzing.
Gained a yard, so it's 3rd and 6.
Again, empty backfield. He nudged, did he get him?
Loera has a receiver wide open. The catch is made. That's going to be a first down. Lamy and more. He breaks a tackle. 10-5. Touchdown, Broncos.
The nickname, he's a transfer from way back when from Oklahoma. So everybody just started calling him Oklahoma.
Here's another look at the Porter-Stubbs touchdown.
They tried to do a little doodad on the defensive front where the inside guy goes in and the tackle loops around. Good job of picking him up. That offensive line by Buchanan, almost like 2-on-2 basketball. They're going to try and pick and roll you with the defensive line.
And that extra point attempt is blocked.
Bad snap, bad hold. That's the difference right now in this football game. Yeah.
1-point lead for Clovis as the extra point was blocked. It's 14-13. Cougars will be back right after this. Time for tonight's cheer challenge, sponsored by Les Schwab Tires.
Yeah, one of our closest races ever.
Let's take a look.
I know you see me rolling. Got me rolling on 84s.
Uh-oh.
Cougars by a nose.
Ooh.
Oh, that was close. Cougars by a nose.
Again, the cheer challenge sponsored by Les Schwab Tires.
What a race.
You have tires like that on your car?
I do. I'm bumping.
Another JR Sports kickoff ramming over the competition.
See me bumping down the middle of Clovis Avenue. Return, Skylar Kuhn there. Okay. Isaiah Robles, can you say answer?
Well, one of the Clovis North coaches is in it with the official again.
And Ralph, it almost looks like which DBs are going to tighten up the best. That's the winner of this contest. Whoever gets better play in the secondary.
Clovis North going back to the run. That's Risley. Gain of about 6.
Don't let the smooth taste fool you. He can run between those tackles. This is going to be a good one, folks. Remember this name, Tristan Risley here, 31.
Very close to the first down now.
And he finishes forward. That's what I like about it. Finishes forward, has pretty good vision. A little light in the cheeks right now, but I know Mom, she's going to feed him some meat and potatoes. He's going to be something special here. Before it's over. You get 2 more years of this kid. 2 more years of Johnson. And a lower level under Jeremy Luganbill at Clark. This is just fabulous.
Risley fights his way across midfield, or maybe right at the 50. Second down and 8 for the Cougars.
All right, check out the depth of the DBs. Now they're in a bunch formation, so you don't get a true look.
Here comes a flag
There's a
as
flag.
Risley's taken down after a short gain to about the 48. Now let's check that Midland Tractor flag on the play.
It's got to be a hold, yeah. Came out quick.
Holding on the offense. Repeat second down.
Penalty takes it back to the 38.
You're going to have to put the ball in the air, probably.
4 receivers in, including 3 bunched at the bottom of the screen.
Bunched to the bottom.
Pass is complete and a double clutch catch.
And here's the difference, Ralph. The difference is that third DB was 12 to 15 yards off. So 2 just blocked, and the one guy he has to juke, he didn't even have to juke until he got a full head of speed.
Watch how he juggles this here.
See,
right
you
there.
got 2 guys blocking there, and which way did he go, Jacob? Which way did he go? It is nice. Smooth.
Picked up a big chunk of the yards. Now it's
smooth. I see you, Nate Johnson.
3rd and 3.
Yeah, but just too much depth on that secondary. And if you're going to have that much, you better come up and make the tackle, and they're not doing either one.
Risley has the first down. Finally taken down and thrown out of bounds inside the 40. Keenan Madsen limping off the field for Clovis North.
Yeah, and Keenan Madsen along with Cade Forker, they never leave the field. So if he gets hurt, that's like 2 people that are hurt on offensive side and defensive side of the ball.
1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru Fresno. Risley will try the right side. Cuts it up for another pretty good game.
They're going to call a hold. I just hope it's not on 18.
There's another
Porter Smith.
Midland Tractor flag on the play.
Anytime you run that way, they need to call a hold. I got to see who. I wish that now that they mic officials, that they give the number.
Holding on the offense.
Yeah. They need to start giving the number, especially on our TV broadcast. It would help everybody out, especially when we go to replay. Now, we've had some games, I don't know if it's CIF rule or not, because we've had some games where officials say the number. Okay, again, here's that bunch formation. All three guys should be closer to all three receivers, and they're not.
Quarterback keeps it down to the 35.
Slippery smooth. You know what I mean? Slippery smooth is Robles. Just finds in a way, just doesn't need a big seam. Just a small crack and he gets through.
Picked up about 13.
Yeah, watch him sneak through right here. Not much room to work with. Bad contain there by almost Luna. And just sneaks through and finishes.
Second and 7.
Coming after, they better get him. They better
Robles
get him.
Gets it away.
Incomplete.
He had Nathan Johnson. It'll be third down.
John Johnson saying, my bad. Should have had that one. And that's amazing. If Clovis North is going to blitz, he still had a lot of time. Right through the mix. Got to have that one.
You can live tweet Kevin Miller at hashtag FNR Fresno on whom you think is the player of the game. Brought to you by Donald P. Dick. Third and 7. Give it to Risley, and he's not going to get it. Thrown back by Cade Foraker, number 57.
Well.
And a bunch of friends.
Foraker, Hellman, and company. They're all involved. Now, obviously it's too long for a field goal. And if you punt it and you can't down it, you know, you're only dealing with, 13 yards difference.
Yeah.
If it goes in the end zone, I'd go for it.
Looks like the Cougars agree with you.
I mean, you throw a hitch right here, I think Nate Johnson gets it. Yeah, there's just too much
completion
space.
Inside the 25, and that's going to be good for another first down.
I'm just not understanding, especially when it's third. It's fourth down and 7, and you're 12 yards off. That's just pitch and catch. That's almost against Eder. So obviously there must be some kind of confusion. Well, they just must not think they can run with the Clovis High receiver. And like I said, when we start this camera there, they're already back off. And
looking
now
for Lake, goes up and gets it. Touchdown, Clovis.
Yes, he did.
Took it right off the helmet of the defender, it looked like.
Yeah, and it's one thing if you're letting them have hitches and everything underneath, but if you're already 10 yards back, there's no way they should beat you deep. So I think they fall into a hole in the secondary. I talked about the Cougars secondary. It's the North secondary getting towards.
Christian Smith is there, but watch him reach over.
Yeah, he's just Lake's just too much bit stronger and athletic than him right here. Yeah, that's how you throw a high point, and that's an excellent job by Lake. He's been coached well to go up and high point it with both hands.
Great look at the Portisubs touchdown, and the extra point is good.
I know his dad was the volleyball coach for several years, but that almost looked like a basketball kid going up and getting a rebound.
Let's send it downstairs to Kevin Miller.
Friday Night Rivals is powered by the United States Army. I am here with Sergeant Hawks. Sergeant Hawks, what's about to go down tonight?
We're about to have a friendly push-up competition between Clovis High and Clovis North High School. We're out here to support you guys, give you guys all the love, show you guys what it's all about teamwork, physical fitness, and courage, all that stuff in the United States Army. The top dog that wins the push-up competition is going to get 4 free tickets to the Fresno State Bulldog game.
Bulldog game.
And then for every competitor that came out here and did push-ups today, they're going to automatically be entered to win an Xbox One bundle.
Oh, I'm into this. All right, so will it be from Clovis High School or will it be from Clovis North High School? And guess what? We've got our very own principal, Dr. Joshua Shapiro. He's in the mix. Bulldog alum, too. Fresno State. Let's get those tickets. Let's go. Sergeant Hawks, let's get it going. We're ready. Let's go. Ready. Go! All right, we'll be here all night long. Dr. Shapiro and I. This is a brief warm-up. I'm going to get a little one-legged, other-legged. Yep. I might do too, like a sidearm balance, just a little bit, and keep going. We're going to be here. We're winning those Bulldog tickets. You and me, Dr. Shapiro. Boxing. Getting swelled up. Let's keep the conversation going. And hashtag FNR Fresno. Woo! Sergeant Hawks. I'm done. Okay, keep it going. Camera's off. Is the camera off? Back to you, Ralph and B-Dub. I'm doing kind of modified.
Can't do another one.
This is the most I've done all season. I'm peaking. Let's go.
More pushing and less talking, Kevin.
Okay, go back to the game. The game is most important. I gotta work out my legs next time.
Second down and about 5 for the Broncos. Quarterback keeps it. I'm not sure he really wanted it, but a big gain out of it.
Not a bad straight-ahead runner. You know, Ralph, I just got a text from Bob Cajani, a longtime SJDOA president. He says by rule, you're supposed to identify who committed the infractions.
Wow. I would say that 90% of our games, it's not done that way.
Yeah. Pick and choose. Some referees do say who, some don't. It's by rules. They need to enforce the rules. Here we go the other way. You know, which secondary tightens it up the best will win this football game.
Milan Bryant with the catch, and this youngster's just a sophomore. Getting a chance to play on the varsity. Rodriguez splits the defenders, lurches forward.
And I use the analogy, the swinging saloon doors, Ralph. You heard me say that throughout our ballgame. Well, he did a great job of stretching it out, hard plant, and then cutting up field between the old saloon doors. You just got to split that thing. Nowadays, they have the machines where you run through the tunnel, and it's got the pads and things.
Right.
That's where it comes to an effect, right there off of that play.
Well, we're going to pass. Going for it all.
Catch. What a catch.
Caught inside the 5.
Yeah. How about these receivers? This is Lamie.
This is Lamie.
Yeah. Can you believe some of the catches we've seen tonight? Picked up the blitz, didn't have time to get there, and again, up and got it.
Paid for it, though, when he came down.
Yeah. It looks similar to the last play that they shouldn't have called pass interference on. And this one, they let him play. Excellent catch. And again, Luera and last time with Robles, they get the ball up there because they know they're the receivers at an advantage, can see the ball if they get it where they can go up and high point. That's what I like about the throw. Okay, you saw Robles with the touchdown to Lake, high point it, where Lake goes up and gets it. Same thing here, and not only that, Luera did a good job of keeping it to the sideline, not bringing the safety into play.
Lamie is up and walking off the field.
He's just tired. I hope it's that way.
Looks like he's favoring that right shoulder.
He's favoring that shoulder. Man, that's a big loss.
Make sure to pick up a copy of the Valley Football Guide, the #1 source for local high school football, Fresno State, and the NFL. Pick up your free copy at participating Wendy's and KFC locations.
Hey, Ralph, talk about famous names associated with this game. Well, tomorrow, Adam Prentice is the starting fullback for Colorado State, Clovis High School. Starting fullback for Fresno State, Josh Hockett. How about that for two Cougars getting it on at Bulldog Stadium tomorrow? Pretty cool. Adam Prentice might be in the hotel watching this.
What an amazing story,
Prentice.
too.
Outstanding football player for Clovis High.
I talked to his roommate and his head coach. Elijah Teets pushing the line and in, I think.
Yeah.
There's the signal touchdown.
Okay, let's go for two. and just going after it. That's some O-line pride there. Move the pile. Hey, how's the song go? All you Ludacris fans out there, move. Get out the way. Get out the way. Move. Get out the way.
Yeah, that's on my playlist.
Oh, I love it. We got ball game.
Well, they're not going for 2. They're going to go for 1. And get it.
Call out some Broncos here. Andrew Wayne, 52. Eric Cervantes, 65. Keenan Manson pushing the ball. 74. Adam Garina. That O-line front was getting after them. Those guys were pushing the pile. Excellent drive. Hey, how about that for an answer?
What do you think about next week's game, Vince?
You can ring my bell. No, not the old Anita Baker song. It is the bell game. Tulare Union versus Tulare. How about the answer there for so-called? Oh, we got a good one brewing. And that will hurt. That guy's a ball player.
Here's another kick sponsored by JR Sports, ramming over the competition, taking and retreating to the goal line and coming out.
Got out
to the 20 and then dropped it about the 21-22.
I just don't understand Clovis High with their pooch kid. And this Sabatini can absolutely boot it. I got a text from head soccer coach Danny Amperano said he can get it to the end zone every time. Doesn't understand why Clovis High is flirting with the pooch kid. There's a good example there by Clovis North.
Yeah, we've seen those drives start at the 45 and 50-yard line, right around there with the pooch kicks. This one will start at the 22. Just under 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Now a 1-point game. Oh, ball came out.
Bad read. Bad read. Did they get it?
Clovis North ball.
Yeah, and just the bad zone read with that one. I think Robles decided at the end he wanted to keep. By that time, the mesh with Johnson, they just did not execute. And who got in on that? Remember that?
Well, the guy who's getting all the congratulations is Evan Almager.
Yeah, let's give him credit. Uh-oh, juggler. Let's see if they go for pay dirt here. The road's been hot. It's like our player of the game is leaning to which quarterback comes out victorious.
Rodriguez gets it. Inside the 20.
He lost it.
The helmet flies off.
Oh, I thought it was the ball. He's got to stay out one play. Well, guess not.
Yeah, he got caught.
Okay. I think it was Shane Burke that came up and delivered a blow. Pretty good play on the edge.
2nd and 5. Luera. Incomplete, and there comes the flag. Midland Tractor flying on the play. Pickett, the intended receiver.
Right, pretty good throw, too. I think Pickett would, yes, he should have had it.
Quite a turn of events here for Clovis North.
Yeah. Breaks didn't go
Pass
their way in the
interference
first half.
on the defense. First down.
Breaks didn't go their way in the first half. Looks like it's turning. The tide is turning.
In the Toyota red zone and trying to take the lead. for the first time tonight. First and goal from just inside the 10. Quarterback keeps it inside the 10 to about the 8. Didn't fool many people on that one. Connor Price, number 85, in on the stop.
Well, you saw what that line did last drive. See if they can duplicate it. See that? Kevin Robinson there. Kevin Robinson, Hoover High, Utah State, played with Kansas City Chiefs for a little while. Wide receiver coach. He's done an excellent job with these. Two good wide receiver coaches, and Butler for Clovis and Kevin Robinson for Clovis North.
Well, look at that Canadian League move and stopped in the backfield.
I'm not sure.
Wham! Bam! Dylan Mason.
Bringing the wood. And this orbit motion where they tried to run inside, the first time they showed it, let's burn this play.
Yeah, you talk about a heat-seeking missile.
Mason.
He went right to the source.
Didn't he? And did everything he did. Good hitters or good knee benders kept the leg going and zeroed the target. Wow.
And now you got a 3rd and goal. Going to throw the screen. Got a block. Touchdown. Yeah. Clovis North takes the lead.
Vision. Excellent vision by Pregame. Yeah. And this little piggy went to the end zone. This little piggy went to the end zone, Ralph.
Another look at the Portishead touchdown.
Great vision. Great vision in the small space. And there's our guy out there, Adam Verena, getting a block. All he needed was a little, and he got it. Here comes North. Luera's pumped. We found a quarterback at Clovis North, and the Broncos are rolling. Remember what I said at the start? I want to make somebody a star tonight, Ralph. I didn't think anybody from Clovis has in the skill set had set up. It's like the coaches had to decide, well, who's hot this game? Who's not hot this game? Who's hot this game? Yep. And finally, it looks like Luera wants to take this team and be the focal point. I love it. And he's got some great receivers to work with.
Well, the Broncos got a big help there, though, on the fumble.
Yeah.
We were also talking about when we started the second half, we hadn't had any points scored since 11-13 left in the second quarter. Now we've got 4 touchdowns here in the third quarter after 3 the entire first half.
Well, it's time for Clovis dance.
Kick it away, taken inside the 5 and coming back out 10, 15, 20. Almost. Stumbles across the 25. That's Julius Grant on the return.
Remember, Grant had a great return to start this football game.
Rich Hammond, the head coach. I think, Vince, you told us something about the students that help out, sending in some of the signals and the plays.
These girls to get in there, and I didn't get her name this week out at practice, but yeah, last year it's an awesome setup where they just rotate each year and bringing in girls, and they are signaling in plays. They're not the dummy calls. They are after it. They know the offense as well as any of the coaches. And
there you go, right there.
And anybody can get that name for me, please. You can text me. Please give me this young lady's name. She's been doing an outstanding job all year. So somebody help me out. Give me a text. Coach Noel, are you there? Can you help me out?
Robles ran for a first down, so it's Lithia Subaru Fresno 1st and 10, and a timeout taken.
Avery Noel, can you help me out? What a game.
Check that. It's not timeout. It's the end of the quarter. That was a fun quarter. Tonight's third quarter has been sponsored by Keller Motors, home of the Keller Forever warranty. It's Clovis North now in the lead, 27, Clovis 21. You're watching Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals. Tonight's fourth quarter is sponsored by Midland Tractor. Team Midland keeps you growing with solutions. And we begin the fourth quarter, 27-21. Clovis North over Clovis. The Cougars with the ball. Robles throwing deep. Has a man out there. Can't quite make the catch.
Yeah, he's got to come up with that. Excellent placement by Robles.
Johnson, the intended receiver. He's had some big catches tonight.
He's going to want that one back. I thought that was excellent. Thrown ball by Robles on that one. And Johnson had about a step and a half on it. Okay, here's our girl. Last year, it was Amaya DeVore. This year, it's Samantha Sima. She's working it. She's working the Cougars offense. Outstanding. These student athletes getting involved, and I love this, how Rich Hammonds has these girls signaling in plays that have some credence to it and are credible, and he trusts in them. So congratulations, Samantha. That is a job that they're not just going to give to anyone, and you are doing a fabulous job with the young lady. Samantha Sima, the Cougars offensive coordinator.
And she just called a 7-yard gain by the quarterback on the keeper.
I told you she's good, Ralph. I told you. I am Sam. My girl Sam, she can chalk it up. Thanks for all those that texted in and helped me out.
Robles again. He's lethal on these keepers.
Isn't he? And he just needs a little space. Just give me 6 inches of daylight. He's throwing himself together a pretty good football game. So there he is. Again, and almost has got to stay square. See, he turned his shoulders in. If you can see his number from the sideline, there's a problem. He's got to stay parallel to the line of scrimmage. And he just thought quarterback, or he just thought give the whole way, and it was easy read for Robles. Got to stay parallel to the line of scrimmage.
Kind of looks like he's feeling that last hit. Now he's going to heave out open. There, has him open but out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a bad throw. I can't, when I say the name Nate Johnson, Ralph, I just can't. you got to think back to Nate Hill, one of the greatest option quarterbacks this valley has ever seen. Again, inducted into this year's Clovis Side Football Hall of Fame. Nate, the great Hill, not only was a great option quarterback, but 2 touchdowns to his brother Keith.
Risley inside the 40 to about the 39. Make it the 48.
Yeah.
38.
Racho.
Check that, the 38.
Here we go, big down.
On 3rd down, they'll pass it. This is Lake. Makes a nice move, and that move got him the 1st down inside the 30.
Well, he's listed at 6'1", 170, but he plays, and this is going to sound strange to you, but he plays at 6'2", 6'3". He plays a lot bigger than he is. Nice zip. Yeah, and just able to spin out of it there. And
Jaden Orr on the tackle.
Yeah, they're going to give a lot of space. They've got to come up and make that tackle, and Lake was able to spin out of it, use that big body, and get a first.
1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru of Fresno. Risley right into the teeth of the defenders, and he's still going. Yeah. He picked up another 6 yards with a lot of help from his friends.
We're going to have Clovis High on in a couple more years here, and you're going to get used to me raving over number 31. You got some super softs going, and Nate Johnson and this kid. Look at it. There's the shake, there's the rattle, and there's the roll. Sing it with me, old timers. I said shake, rattle, and roll.
Yeah, he turned it into a rugby game.
He shaked, he rattled, and he rolled. Man, something special. Broke a lot of Samir Allen's sophomore rushing records. Samir Allen now coaching on the Cougars JV team.
Risley's got it.
He's feeling it, is it?
Down near the 10.
He's feeling it, huh? He's surprised he doesn't get up and do the Ezekiel.
Keep feeding me, huh?
Feed me.
Yeah.
Tell him, Mr. Risley. Mr. Risley's neighborhood. Feed me.
Here's a look at the view from the Toyota
Bronco
Smile Cam.
That's a lot of money. Those two. Beautiful. All right, Bronco X.
How do you like? You see those T-shirts?
I like one. I got to hook. Kobe Linden's got to hook me up.
Fright Light Nights. I like that.
There's Robles.
Robles
Easy. Looking
for the pylon. Did he get it?
Yeah, he got it. Yeah, he got it. Why is he asking that, ref? I don't know why you would ask a ref that's a
touchdown.
Thank you.
There it is.
I'm not sure why you ask the ref in the middle.
Maybe just thinking you got a better look,
well,
or maybe he was blocked out somehow.
No, that's got to be his call. First of all, he's got to be at the pylon. There's his first mistake. Yeah, he got it in. It's good enough for me. Remember, it's right when that ball touches the front tip of that white line. But I think the official made his mistake. He should have been at the pylon, and he wasn't.
So now to break the tie.
Uh-oh. Oh, great hold. Who is that?
They bailed him out.
Yeah.
Chris Ryland, the holder.
Ryland with the hold.
And the kicker, Ronald Rocho, was able to put it through. 1 point lead now for the Cougars with 8:17 to go in the 4th quarter. Don't go away. You're watching Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals.
Okay, Chris Ryland. He's been the Clovis High ball boy since he was like in 2nd grade and finally made it to the varsity level here. And right now, here is the play of the game. Watch the snap. Okay, comes down. Watch that. That is soft hands and able. Didn't panic. Got it right up. And there's the difference in the game right there. Number 10, Chris Ryland, wide receiver. Also plays a little quarterback when he has to. 6 foot, 160 with some soft hands. I don't like this. I'm going to have to talk to Rich. This Sabatini, like I said, he's got a foot. That thing should be in the end zone. I've seen him do it in practice. I beg to differ with you there.
Well, that JR Sports kickoff went out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, plus his name is Vince. Come on. Come on. That's enough right there. Vince Sabatini. If your name is Vince.
Kick out of bounds. Kicking team. First down, Clovis North.
Yeah, I think I saw him in practice do it. I think they should be booming it in the zone. Once it reaches the end zone, you're not allowed to take it out. Mike Salazar. Talk about Clovis Baseball Hall of Fame. There's Mike Salazar. Had a brother, Vince Salazar, played with me at Fresno State, one of the best linemen to come out of the Valley there. So a lot of people I can throw in that Clovis High Football Hall of Fame. Vince Salazar would be one. Phil Borges would be one. How about Tyrone Portee? Scooter Skinner, one of the Arthurs. Doug and Dan Arthur. A lot of great names when you think Clovis football. Tim Miller.
Oh, look at that missile come out of the backfield and into the arms of the receiver for a first down near the 40.
Well, Trent Loera, he just needs to play on TV every week, Ralph.
This is Luke Bletcher. Luke Bletcher with the catch and the moves.
Damn.
Yeah, nobody's being tackled easily on this game.
Taking out some frustration. They're messing with my emotions, Smokey. Wide open, good throw on the
other
run.
side, that's the sophomore.
I'm telling you, Trent Loera needs a TV game every week.
Milan Bryant, the sophomore with the catch.
We're gonna have to tell Kobe Lindsay and Jake that they're going to be like Notre Dame, be our team of the week. All right, this play, because that was a good little pitch and toss, slight little roll to him, kept it to the outside. I see you, number 12. I see you, Dylan. He's spinning it.
Elijah Teets.
And we haven't called Keanu Williams' name in a while. They got him on roller skates now. Teets running the football. Loera tossing the football. Bletcher coming up big for the injured Lemie.
Yeah, that's a good point. They're doing this without Lemie. Maybe their best receiver.
Best receiver, arguably.
Empty backfield right now.
And Clovis High's not applying pressure, so he might have a little more extended time. And I said, as soon as they start coming, you got to get rid of it.
Fake the handoff to Rodriguez, then he just kind of bailed inside the 25 to the 24.
After him, he almost took off his head.
Could have been a broken play. Gain of a yard, 2nd and 9. 6.5 minutes to play. And now whistles in a timeout taken by Clovis North.
We need to thank Kobe Lindsay for all his work, Ralph.
Absolutely.
Kobe was trying to make fun of me the other day at the volleyball game, saying, this is the first time I've seen you see something. Kobe's trying to make fun of me, saying all I do was want to talk and this and that and everything else. Go ahead, we'll get back to this.
Hang on, we got to hear something from Kevin Miller. Kevin?
Here comes the stampede. I am in the Clovis North Student Section!
We're the best student section in the Valley, baby!
Yeah! Hey, what's good about being a Bronco?
We're the best fourth quarter team in the nation, baby!
Fourth quarter! They're going to show it right now on the comeback trail. The Stampede coming at ya! Broncos! Keep the conversation going. Hashtag FNR Ralph, B-Dub, back to you. Let's go one more shot! Let's go! Let's go! Broncos!
Wow. In the nation, he said. Luera to throw. Has a lot of time.
Too much time.
Dumps it off.
Yeah, just too much time.
Rodriguez down the sideline. Into the end zone. Touchdown.
Yes, do you see that, Rich Rodriguez? Put that on the news, baby. Up and over. He looked like Bowler of Fundy.
Oh, Rich is giving high fives all around down there in the stands.
It's too much time. Too much time. And right here, finish it. Get up and over. Up and over. I see you, 2-1.
Or through.
Ah, yeah.
He wasn't going up or over. He was going through.
Yeah. Finish it. What a play. What a game. He did a little somersault, Ralph. Looked like the Olympics. He was going over one of those shoulders. Oh, I gave him a 9. The Russian judge gave him a 5. But you know how that goes.
False start. Snap infraction in the offense. Replay the down.
What? And the key is Luera's confidence, staying in the pocket, being patient, letting the drag route get all the way across the field. An excellent job by that offensive line. Garina, Forker, Matson, Cervantes, Weens, all of them, giving them plenty of time to execute.
I've never seen a bigger smile on the face of Rich Rodriguez.
Send it in, big fella. Okay, like I was saying, I said thanks to Kobe Lindsey for all his work, but he was getting on me at the volleyball game. Kobe Lindsey said, I can't believe. Okay, we're going to see Rich Rod real quick. There it is. Happy Rich Rod. Happy Rich Rod. But anyway,
he's telling all the fans, he said, that's just the way I used to do it.
That's the way I used to do it.
That's the way just the way I taught it.
Yeah, that was, if that wasn't mom's speed, I don't know what was.
All right, tell me about Kobe Lindsey.
Yeah, Ralph, Kobe was getting on me, saying, I can't believe you're not running around talking to everyone. This is the first time I've seen you actually watch a volleyball game where you're not moving your mouth and you're not...
he went there, huh?
Yeah, well, me and Kobe and then Lindsey's family. Remember, Kobe Lindsey, that's the son of Dennis Lindsey, longtime athletic director of Clovis West. So he's giving me his stuff, right, about, look at you, Wesson.
Look out. Here goes Julius Grant. Oh, touchdown saving tackle down at about the 30-yard line.
Something on replay, on kick return, hasn't he?
That was the kicker who made the tackle.
Yeah. That was the last line of defense. Just when you think it's safe to be Clovis North, here come the Cougars. Never say die. Excellent job. Look at it cutting in and out. Missed tackle there. And a great job by the kicker, not over pursuing and just using the sidelines to leverage him. Excellent job. He's been taught well. Ashton Billing just using the sideline to leverage him. And now, guess what, folks? We're back in business. We're back in business.
Robles down to the 20.
You know, right now, Ralph, if we can stop the game right now, I'd give player of the game to both Luera and Robles.
Uh-oh. Co-players, huh?
Yeah, I would give co-players of the game, but we can't. We're going to give one.
Holding.
Ouch.
On the offense.
Yeah, and it looks like whoever pulls this out, they're going to get the nudge.
I don't know. I like the effort of the guy in that last touchdown, but I'm a good friend of his dad.
Yeah.
I may have to recuse myself.
Us of point shaming here.
So the Cougars push back 10 yards. Looking for Lake. Almost had it. Somebody almost had it down there.
But that's better coverage. And there's Blankenship there. That's better coverage there. Now, that's Luke Blankenship. His dad was Jeff Blankenship. Played at Clovis West in 1985 Valley Championship team. He teamed with a guy by the name of J.J. Velasco, one of the best secondaries you will ever see in high school football. Jeff Blankenship and J.J. Velasco leading that 1985 Valley Championship team with Brian Jones and Max Newberry and Mike Noel and all the rest. Luke Blankenship, son of Jeff Blankenship. Blankety blank, as I call him.
trying to cross up the Broncos by giving it to Risley.
But that's the first time you saw depth with good coverage. You saw a safety on top. They should have been doing that throughout the game. But they made the adjustment there. Excellent coverage.
Immediately following the game, you can watch Charmed only on the CW59. Pretty big third down play. I know there's 5 minutes left, but got to make something happen here.
Joe Mixon, the other one. Look at Lake. Look at Lake.
Getting about a yard short of the first down marker.
That should have been about a 12-yard or a 2-yard gain. Look at Lake working it.
And he's disappointed he didn't get the first down.
Look at this.
Couple of good blocks. Nice move.
Straight arm sniff. You can't hold me. You can't hold me, says Lake. Good-looking player. Grant Lake. 6'1", 170. Going to work tonight.
Jaden Orr is down for Clovis North.
All right. So anyway, back to Kobe Lindsey. He's making fun of me. He's going to make fun of me. Beware, ADs. Don't ever try to bag on Vince Wesson, because I'll do this to you. Kobe Lindsey, his freshman year. And believe it or not, this, I'm trying to think, is he a mix between Opie Taylor or Richie Cunningham? But this is one of the best high school linebackers to ever play at Clovis West. Okay? Went on, played. It was all section, all metro type player, city-county game, the whole bit. Went on and played at UCLA. Kobe Lindsey, but don't you dare make fun of Vince Wesson at a volleyball game. Oh, this is fun. We're having too much fun tonight. Can't get over that volleyball game. Love me some Clovis North girls, man. They were something special. Just lost their first game, but didn't care. Like I said, remember the name, Sidney Hancock.
4th and 1.
Easy.
Got the first down.
Easy.
Down close to the 15 is Risley.
Man, I don't know if they coach spinning out of it. That's about the third different player I've seen spin out of trouble. And I think it's just athleticism.
Fans, you can watch replay of tonight's game. Just head over to YouTube, search for Friday Night Rivals on CW59. Tonight's game will be available early next week. Click on the FNR logo. Nearing 4 minutes to go. Clovis trying to move back in front. There's the pass. Lake to about the 10. Boy, Lake has caught a lot of balls tonight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Boy, I'll tell you what, if there's ever time tonight, we need Storm Chandler back tonight. The way these quarterbacks have been dealing and all the receptions by the receivers and things like that. I'll try to get totals for next week when I'm speaking with all the coaches. What a great football game, too.
Second down. Risley, there's that spin.
Move. Yeah,
the spin and the dive. Yeah. He's going to be very close to another first down. Could be first and goal from just outside the 5.
Oh, they're wearing them down.
And the clock is winding down. Stay tuned to the conclusion of tonight's game for the post-game wrap-up, sponsored by 5150 and the presentation of the Donald P. Dick Player of the Game. That's coming up on the post-game wrap. Cougars are just letting this clock run.
Yeah, in no hurry. So right now, if you're Kevin Robinson and George Petroson, you get that offense together. And they better understand it's going to take an LAS type drive to pull this game out.
Quarterback followed his blocker.
Got it.
Has the first down. It'll be first and goal.
Garrett Harris, Brandon Nunemaker. And there's Nunemaker. I think Brian Nunemaker is daddy. Donovan LeVever, Josh De La Cruz, Naden Merrihew. They have done a job. The white shirts are pushing back the black.
From the 3. Risley over the top and in.
Look at him.
Touchdown, Clovis.
No, he didn't, Rob. No, he didn't.
Oh, my. He saved the best for last.
Where did that bird? Look where he goes. He tells Rodriguez, if you want to go up and over, I'll show you up and over. Oh, my goodness. Look at these hops. This is some hops, folks.
Marcus Allen couldn't do it any better.
Yeah. Remember old Sam the Bam Cunningham, USC?
Yeah.
You're a USC guy.
That's right.
Up and over, and it's an easy call. Once that ball, that nose crosses, it's a touchdown.
Tie game till the extra point moves Clovis ahead.
Only a sophomore, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Tristan Risley. If you haven't heard of him, you better ask somebody. What a ball game.
Yeah, that pressure-packed extra point was just no problem at all. Here's time for the drive of the game, brought to you by Lithia Subaru of Fresno.
Going to work.
Grant Lake.
Yeah.
And then it's
Risley.
Risley. Everybody spins on this team.
Yeah. This Danny Terrio school of spin.
Now here we go.
Up and over.
Blast
That
off.
is sweet. That needs to be a poster somewhere. Up and over. Yamo be there.
The drive of the game brought to you by Lithia Subaru of Fresno. And it has put the Cougars on top by 1.
Yeah.
2 minutes and 11 seconds left.
I hate this. I hate this.
Kick is taken inside the 25. Out to about the 35. Brendan Casto on the return.
All right. Yeah, on all indications, I thought Garrett Jones was supposed to start this game. Okay. They went with Trenton Luer, and he has not disappointed.
Yeah, hello, Wally Pipp.
Yeah. Well, they went back and forth,
Yeah.
and that was kind of the downfall with Clovis. Nobody really wanted to take the reins and be the dude.
Julian Gomez getting ready to practice some field goals over here on the sideline. Luera pressured. Gets the pass away. It's complete.
There's a little Bletch.
To the 45.
The white?
Luke Bletcher.
No, the white played for the Chargers. Speedy receiver.
9-yard pickup. Who are we talking about?
I'm trying to match who Bletcher reminds me of. I'm drawing a blank here. I'm too excited, Ralph. This is such a good game. Another toss.
Is it Lance Allworth over there?
No. The kid from Iowa. Went on and played with the Chargers. Ran back all the kids. Somebody help me out.
Matt Morris gets the reception on this play, and the drive is moving down the field. Matriculating down the field, as Hank Stram used to say. Luera. Pass a little high and incomplete. That'll stop the clock at 1:19. Michael Greco on the coverage.
He's ready.
Yeah, the left-footed kicker might be called on. 2nd down and 10.
They got a long way to go, though. It's at least about 25 yards.
Luera hit as he throws.
There it is.
Picked off.
There it is.
Intercepted by Clovis. Greco returning. And down he goes. They took him down.
Yeah.
But you're right.
Yeah.
Just take a knee.
He'll learn. And just too much pressure coming off the edge.
Got hit just as he was throwing it. Bam, right there.
Yeah. Just too much pressure coming off the head. Knocked it off. And that might do it, fans.
1:08. Clovis North has 2
They played
timeouts.
the hard out, too. Yeah, you're right. Stranger things have happened. And, you know, Ralph, this is what happens. These two teams get together. They've gone with each other. A lot of them. Last night, congratulations to Steve France and Eric Swain. They put together a fabulous elementary championship right here at Buchanan Veteran Stadium, and you know there's no intimidation factor when these two teams met each other. They've played against each other. Nowadays with these Pee Wee leagues, they can start at like 8 years old.
Yeah, they get to know each other. Wow, it was a late flag.
Very
thrown
late
in.
flag. And who's it on? It was a scrum. Who are you going to pick out of that?
Yeah, you might have to have a lineup.
Yeah, I mean, it was like one of the guys had a Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition. And everybody's trying to get a look at it.
Okay.
First down. Personal foul. Face mask on the offense. You want to decline it? Second here? You want? It's during.
Yeah, that was like a scrum.
Down? Okay. Hey, we're going to decline it. We're going to decline it. He wants to decline it.
Yeah, you want to.
Well, he's got to get the ball back. Yeah.
Get the ball back and play earlier.
Stop, but that's 15 yards.
Personal foul. Face mask on the offense.
Tough decision.
Second down.
Tough decision. Because what is it? Second and
about 4.
Yeah.
Second and about 3, maybe.
Yeah. That's just too close. And you have 2 timeouts left?
Yep.
Yeah. And remember, the clock stops on that. So it would have been first down, and I don't know. Tough decision. Tim Dwight. That's
okay.
Blanchard reminder. Tim Dwight. Thanks, Mike Cunha, sellout. Thank you. Tim Dwight. It was bugging me.
Broncos will take their second timeout, stop the clock at 53.3 seconds. Clovis needs about a yard to get the first down and seal this game.
Tough decision. These guys get out.
I always worry about what could happen when you hand the ball off. You know, maybe you just want to. And Robles has done such a great job keeping the ball.
The bell game.
At an early time, 6:30. We're going to have to hit the freeways early.
Hey, Ralph, one guy I want to mention is Kobe Crop out there. Okay? Baseball player. Played for James Patrick Valley Championship. Good to see him come out for football. I love these multi-sports athletes. He's going to be a key cog in that Cougar run to go back-to-back, along with the name Noah Bill. Remember that. Outstanding baseball program. Chris Patrick taking over. I look for a lot of success from that Clovis High baseball program with 2 dudes and Croc and Bill leading the charge. I'm glad he's out for football, though. There it is, ball game.
Grizzly has the first down and he says, I want some more.
He's gone. And he's gone.
Turn out the lights.
Should I change my
Touchdown.
vote? Should I change my vote? What do you think?
Ooh.
Now he got close.
Boy,
You guys
I don't
text me. Is it Grizzly or Robles?
He's had 2 great touchdowns here.
Grizzly or Robles? You want to go with the kid? Help me out, people.
Yeah, he'll have chances down the road.
Yeah,
Robles,
he will. Robles is done for him.
another look at the Porter Subs touchdown.
Right here. See ya. We're even, but I'm leaving.
It looked like he almost thought about going down when he knew he had the first down. That's it. Nah, let's go.
Oh.
Hop in. We're going for a ride.
Karen Large is smiling cheek to cheek. That's all I got to say. All right, people. We're going to go with Robles. You will see Risley again. And I just feel great with all my, the guys that they've all played well. Fork has played well. Almost Luna's played well.
And Ryland just did another great job on the hold of the snap.
Oh, my people have played well. Fountains played well. This has been fun. Congratulations, Jaycott. Congratulations, Rich Hammond. Cougar Land, Bronco Land. Great outing for all of us.
43.4 left. And believe it or not, it's still a 1-score game if you get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
I mentioned Brandon Nunemaker. Brian Nunemaker is his uncle. Not that wrong.
So Vincent Sabatini is going to kick off.
Kick to the end zone. Come on.
What do? You kick it deep here?
Yes, kick it to the, he can reach that. Like I said, Danny Umpelman, his soccer coach, I don't understand it. Me and Rich are going to have to talk this one out. I just don't get this.
Yeah, he just flat out kicked it out of bounds.
And it just kind of takes away your spirit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then again, I know nobody's going to return this one if I put it in the seats.
Crazier things have happened here. I mean, like I said, the kid from Liberty took it to the house.
Legal kick out of bounds. The kicking team. Re-kick.
Oh.
They're going to make him re-kick it, huh? So now your time's again. Boy, Jaycock's had some tough decisions. But I'm not going to say right or I'm not going to say wrong, but he's had some tough decisions.
If you could do that about 10 more times, you'd be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, the clock doesn't move. The clock doesn't move. Well, and he needs a touchdown.
Touchdown and a 2-point conversion, but he's going to have a short field the way it looks. And you know Sabatini said, come on, coach. Let me show him my leg.
Show it off.
Let me show him what I can do.
Now he's out. He means business now. He means business now.
Yeah, none of this two-step and pooch thing, huh? Boom it. Like that.
I told you. This guy's thunderfoot, man. That's in the end zone.
From the 15 to the 25 and dragged down at the 31. That could be a horse collar.
Horse collar.
Jaycock on the return.
Easter got him.
And then you could be out at the 45 all of a sudden.
Nicholas Easter got him. You never know now.
I'm going to have a horse collar. Personal foul, horse collar. And the kicking team. First down, Clovis North.
Get it to Roman Rodriguez and let him bull his way in again.
Let him go up and over, huh?
Yeah, this is not the way Coach Hammond wanted to run these last few seconds. Kicking it out of bounds, then re-kicking, and a 15-yard penalty on that.
They're not that far away.
Pass is incomplete, intended for Rodriguez.
Yeah, as soon as Garnett raised his hand,
Garnett was draped all over him.
He's letting everyone know I got there too early. And raised his hand. He's like, hey, I didn't touch him.
Yeah.
Why'd you raise your hands like that?
And the intended receiver was saying, hey, I didn't remember going out to try on suits.
They did a good job with the deep out. See if they can pull that up again.
Second down, he's going deep, and there's nobody out there except the defender.
Yeah, somebody was supposed to do the deep square out. They got confused. They've had success with that pass pattern earlier. Flood the zone and have a deep square out.
Yeah, you'd love to have Lamy out there right now. An experienced receiver who goes and gets it. I don't know if you saw. I saw Lorenzo Neal in the stands when I was coming down for this game.
I didn't see Lowe. Oh, I think he has a nephew here.
And he's hard to miss. Pressure.
Got him.
And he's taken down for a sack. Connor Price in there, number 85. Also in on that sack was number 79, Aiden Merrihew. And it's going to be fourth down.
Well, what they got left to store, you know? Fourth and what, 12? 4th and 11?
Fourth and 12, you know? I would say, yeah. With
and what
no
do you do
timeouts
if
left.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. What are you going to do if you're rich? You just you kind of rainbow it up top there. But remember, they hit the first down, clock stops. As soon as they spot this change, boom, it starts again.
Yeah.
So real tough predicament. But you almost got to get enough before you can throw a Hail Mary.
Hey, I should say you always handing out the attaboys. I'm going to say good job by the chain crew tonight, the chain gang.
Yeah.
I know Jim Coyne is on
Coyne's
that.
there. Jim Coyne's there. Great story on Jim Coyne is...
And his son is
Coyne.
playing.
Yeah, Ryan Coyne, yeah.
Well, there's pressure again. Well, now Luera's in some trouble, and you can't run it. Banged out of bounds short of the 50. And, oh, here comes the flag.
That's what you didn't need.
Yeah, the game was over right there.
It's over. He's out of bounds. Chris Cota, longtime referee.
This is going to be a first down.
Oh, yeah. 15.
Down about the 35-yard line.
15.
Personal foul. Dead? Okay.
Okay, so we get 15 yards. And how much time we have?
12.8 seconds.
8. That's 2 Hail Marys. Just let him go. Let him go. Game's over. Yeah, and he leads with his helmet. You know, and that's a safety thing. That's a safety reason.
Hit to the head in the defense. First down.
Dylan Mason, he's got to be smarter than that. Number one, the guy's out of bounds. You've got ball game. They should have 2 shots here. And I think defensively, the best way to handle this is have a safety over the top and blitz a corner wide open off the edge. Get somebody from the inside. Here we go. They're going to run out of time.
Pass is complete. He better get out of bounds. He's running for the sideline and gets out at the 31. So that was about a 4-yard gain.
Flirting with dynamite. Excellent job by Casto breaking the tackle and getting out of bounds. Let's throw it up, boys. Let's check it out there. See how far you can throw it.
This is the one you practice for fun at the end. At the end of practice, you might do about 12 laterals or try all kinds of crazy stuff.
It doesn't look like the Cougars have a lot of guys deep. Only 2 safeties? I don't know what good that corner is there. Get back.
Here we go.
All right.
They've been taking off. They've been turning and running back.
Okay.
Watch you see if they do. There they go.
Okay,
there they go.
Much better.
Oh, and it's blocked and deflected, and there's 0.3 of a second left. One more play.
Okay, so that surprised me because that wasn't towards the end zone.
No, it wasn't.
That kind of shocks me there.
So they might have been setting up some kind of lateral situation, yeah.
I think your best opportunity is just let it fly. Got to protect. You got to protect off the edge. That's the main thing. My tackle get a wider split. Got to protect off the edge, and he's got to let it go. Somebody show him a Doug Flutie highlight. Not enough. Not enough.
Intercepted, and that'll be the ball game.
There we go. Yeah, you got to throw to the end zone.
Another catch for Grant Lake, but it was on the defensive side.
Lake. Chalking it up tonight, huh? You got to throw to the end zone. You know, and you got a Hail Mary where somebody can tip it and come down with it. And, you know, you're not going to get these a lot, but that's how you practice. You got to get it to the end zone.
So what a game, 42-34.
Great game.
Clovis all smiles after beating rival Clovis North. Tonight's fourth quarter has been sponsored by Midland Tractor. Team Midland keeps you growing with solutions. We'll be back with the post-game wrap-up after this. Welcome back to our post-game wrap-up, sponsored by 5150. Drink it, wear it, live it. And now we're going to celebrate it as we toss it down to Kevin with the presentation of the Donald P. Dick Player of the Game. Kevin? Oh, we're told Kevin's not quite ready. Well, let's recap it again. 42-34, the final score. Clovis getting the win. Great night for their quarterback, Robles. Big night for Risley.
Only
Spectacular vaulting touchdown.
Only a sophomore.
Then the long run.
Yeah, and then don't forget the receivers in Lake and Johnson. Excellent ball games. And defensively, they held on.
Robles, I've got unofficially 3 touchdown runs, a touchdown pass.
Yeah. He was something special. And my hat's off Trent Luera. Came out and he did what I was requesting. I thought that, they had flop quarterbacks all the way, and this is game 9. And it's like Luera took the reins and had taken over and did a great job with that Clovis North offense.
All right, we're told that Kevin Miller is ready now, so we send it down to the field.
I am here with the winners, the Cougars, the original, the Clovis High School. Let's go! Okay. We only have a few more minutes. And, of course, I'm here with the coach, Rich Hammond. Give it up for the coach. So, Coach, you guys responded all night long. What do you think the difference was to get this victory?
I think at the end of the day, it came down to being able to control the line of scrimmage. I thought our guys on defense were able to get pressure on the quarterback, especially late in the game when we needed it. And then on the flip side, for us to be able to run the ball consistently in the second half, really kind of take the wind out of it, control it. And it comes down to all those guys, the unsung heroes who put their hands in the dirt, don't always get the pub, but they do the dirty work that makes football a great game. And that's what's great about our sport. Is
He's talking about all y'all. Let's give it up for the Cougars and Coach Rich Hammond. And then he spoke of the unsung heroes, but let's sing a little bit about our player of the game, the Mr. Cool player of the game, because his game is as cool as ice. Number 7, Isaiah Robles, QB1. Oh, yeah. Taking care of business. Isaiah, how did you guys get this win tonight?
We dominated up front, and we made plays.
All right. What do you think, fellas? Making plays? Getting W's. Well, here is your hardware, Isaiah. Congratulations, Mr. Cool Player of the Game. And that's not to be worn during the game, but that can go on your shelf. And then, speaking of hardware, and the Cougars, they're used to this, man. But can we award the Channel 59 Les Schwab Trophy to the Clovis High Cougars? Yeah, baby. And we will be back with more post-game right after this. Let's keep it up. Yeah, right back after this. Mr. Muscles, you know. We are done. Congratulations. Let me kiss it. Yeah, man. Good job. I thought you were going to get brain. Yeah, that was good. That was like the old days. They bumped you around a little bit?
Welcome back to Postgame Show, sponsored by 5150. And what a game we had tonight.
Good one.
3 touchdowns in the first half, 8 touchdowns in the second half.
They showed up. Both teams showed up. Quick thank you before you go to the recap. Jesse Hardwick, AD at Clovis High. Kobe Lindsay, AD at Clovis North. Thank you both for all your help and work this week.
And both head coaches for their cooperation through the week and helping us get all the info that we needed as well. So let's take a look back at some of the highlights as we say goodnight and get ready to say goodnight and get ready for next week. But a little bit of everything tonight. Right. Big plays in the passing game, the run game. There were defensive plays. There were turnovers. Funny things happen in special teams. Great catches.
Oh, what a catch.
That may or may not be catches.
Going to work. And both quarterbacks up their game. So I guess it's that red light. That red light comes on.
Isaiah Robles, 3 TD runs, 1 TD pass. Trenton Loera, 3 TD passes. Tristan Risley, 2 touchdowns, including that one right there. Roman Rodriguez, 2 TDs. We'll see you next week. Good night, everybody.